Well, welcome back everyone. This is CJ Wallace and we are here with a part 2 of HELOC. What to ask for. Absolutely. You know, many times questions are the answer. Isn't that right? Questions are the answer, and whoever asks the questions, it doesn't matter who it is the one who's in control. Many times the banks ask us questions, don't they? They have us fill out an application. They ask us what our credit score is. They will ask us what this is and that is. And, you know, at one point in time, you felt ashamed, didn't you? It's because they were asking the questions, and maybe you didn't do too good on your credit score, or maybe your spending habits weren't exactly up to par. Not anymore, okay? You get to ask the questions because you need to get the best HELOC possible, and that is what we're here for. Listen, number one, right? Number one, this is part 2 of HELOCs, what to ask for. What is your maximum loan amount? Okay? What is the maximum amount that I can borrow? I need to know that, man. Okay? Because many times you find yourself in a time where you can actually replace your mortgage. Did you know that that is the preferred way of doing it? The HELOC can be in first position. Now, there may be some banks that disagree with that and say, no, there's no way that can be done. But it's because they can't do it, not because you can't do it. That's right, let me say it again. It's because they can't do it, not because you can't do it or because it's illegal. So please, keep that in mind. Sometimes the banks mislead us. And that's when we need education, right? Number one, what's the maximum loan amount, or LTV? Number 2, what's the minimum loan amount that I can borrow? Okay? Speaks for itself, doesn't it? What's the minimum I can borrow? I need to know those so that I can put together a strategy that can work for me, that can work for you. Number 3, are my payments interest only? Now, if you're an investor, you know how important this is, right? Because you don't want to tie up all of your capital, and that's where interest-only payments are going to make a difference. Because now, instead of paying the $3,000 a month, now you only get $300. You can only pay $300 a month versus the $3,000. And so now you can actually move some capital over here to make this work for you. You can get this tax deduction over here. Maybe you need to go on vacation in a little while over here. And so that's when the interest-only payments are going to be something that you're going to look into and see if that works for you. Absolutely. So that's number 3. Are my payments interest only? Number 4, what is the period of the loan in years? And so, don't trip me up. You know what I mean? What's the period of the loan going to be like in years? Right? Because if you're looking at your loan and you're seeing, well, you know, I didn't really want to stretch it out 5 years or to stretch it out 10 years, or, man, I need this to go for as long as possible. That's where it's going to show you. That's where the banker is going to tell you, listen, this is only for 10 years, right? Absolutely. And that's what brings us to our next question, which is what? Can I renew this line of credit? So that at the end of the 5 years, right before the 5 years, can I just walk in there and say, hey, I need another 5 years. Have you guys gotten the 10-year yet? Can I get a 10-year then? Huh? You can do that. Absolutely. Yes, you can. And it all depends on the bank. That's why we set up these questions so that you can ask your banker these questions and get the answers that you need in order to find out which bank is going to work best with your HELOC strategy. Now, if you want to do the replace your mortgage, that is something that I know 1AZ Credit Union does down here in Arizona, but there are other banks as well that do that. So that's a wonderful strategy. Why? Because this is what happens, right? Your whole amortized loan, get this, and it's not only amortized that this works at, right? You can swallow up any amortized loan with this huge HELOC. this mortgage replacing HELOC, right? This is what it does. Pretend this is the HELOC and pretend this is the mortgage. And the HELOC gets first position. It is so awesome. But those are the questions that you ask, folks. Absolutely. And this is absolutely 100% applicable to how you pay down your loans. Folks, like this video, subscribe, share it across the whole planet. Share it across the galaxy until everyone is velocitized. All right? We're going to be coming back to you. We got a whole lot more to go, folks. Okay? We want to show you how to pay off these loans the correct way so that you free up yourself financially and you're free to start nonprofits, start another business, so forth and so on. All right? So listen, God bless, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.